I was born ready, but I'm never done. Triumphant looks just to find the right one. Melanin pop bright like the sun. Sun kissed and you wish to compare, hun. Be careful what you wish, don't you dare, hun. Tried to warn you, see the message wasn't clear, hun. I am a woman of my word, cause I'm fair, hun. Give you what you asked for, cause I care, hun.
Hello, everyone. We are back. This is the Shady Bunch, and today we are missing a member. She is handling some business. She will be back next week at y'all cancel. But yeah, so she will be back next week, and we will be back. We will be back at a new time. So next week we're gonna be here 8 p.m. instead of 3 p.m. So then we'll give us time to get our shit together. But so I just don't feel like we should wait. I really just want to dive into everything and just go head first. And I'm R.J Shields. Try to find out. Introduce yourself, y'all.
They already know who I am.
Same as Cosmo again. Giving y'all face today.
Oh yeah, because last week.
It really was like the funeral of Potomac. I'm gonna be honest.
It's sad because we had a funeral for Giselle. Now we having a whole funeral for the show now.
Yeah, the whole show is just wrapped up in a bow. But before we get into all that mayhem, let's start with where we left off. The continuation is doing her Academy Award winning performance.
I need a break.
So she goes into the back, talks to Chris, says Monique is a liar, and she made up all these lies, and she's still creating a barrage of lies, basically trying to slander Monique. She couldn't do it on the stage because she didn't enough all season. So Chris gives her some advice and says, "Hey, cheer up. We're gonna have sex later. You should be happy."
That show put a smile on her face.
And they pan to back onto the stage where Monique is still trying to explain where she's coming from and saying that she's in a different space. This has been a whole year. She's went through all the stages of not only grieving the friendship, but doing her mental work. That she was also in physical altercation as well. So that's where we left off. Joshua, how do you feel about that?
I just feel like the constant like playing victim is so annoying. Like, how old are you? Like, when are you ever gonna own your part in the situation? Like, just because, yeah, Monique did kind of start off special, but you started it too. Like, you're not innocent. Your hands are not clean.
Yeah, very
So, like, everybody just keep pointing their finger at one person.
Yeah.
And as far as the lies that you say were put in the media, what does that have to do with Monique?
That was my whole point. That was my thing.
My thing is starting with Chris saying, we're gonna have sex later. Now, if I remember correctly, it was so vulgar and offensive when Chris Samuels mocked. He made a little joke about Monique when he was impersonating her and whatnot, like he was about to get head or whatnot. That was so offensive and vulgar, and he needed to do better. But oh no, it's fine for Chris Bassett to do it. But I digress.
It's fine to say, "Oh, he's bipolar." Remember, he flipped the light switch and said, "This." Yeah. That's not a good.
Your husband let us know already that you're bipolar. So I can't.
And your mom and her mom already let us know last year that she has a problem with yelling and putting her hand in people's face. So she popped up with a pocketbook.
Yes, we didn't see you before. You work on it. Like, this of the dramatics. Like, be a woman, own your stuff, stay on stage. They all have to deal with it, and just come with something real. It's just so fake to me. It's just like you played it, and then I know she had tweeted. It was like, "Oh, what's wrong with me crying? Some people cry to get their emotions out." There's nothing wrong with you crying, baby girl. It's the fact that you're always crying. So it's hard for the viewers to feel sympathetic to a person that's always crying.
Really, come.
It's not just hard. It's not just hard to do that. It's also hard to feel sympathetic for you. But then 2 seconds later, you're cursing out Monique. Then the next 2 seconds, you're crying. In the next 2 seconds, you're cursing out Ashley. We can't keep up with this.
Concubine.
Yeah, it's different because, like, you know, like with Candy, okay, Candy cries at like every Real Housewives reunion, but Candy isn't always crying. She isn't always playing victim, but with Candy, she's just like, oh my God, I'm such a victim. And I'm crying. And then 2 seconds later, bitch, you throwing knives, you cursing people out.
Why was she holding her stomach?
She had to get the tears from her gut.
I don't know what that was.
Are you about to throw up? Is this lady causing you that much trauma? You're about to throw up and spit up.
But my thing is, how is she causing you this much trauma? But every time the girl even says something,
her mouth, you.
No, even before she started crying, every time the girl says something, it's always a slick ass comment. It's always a condescending look. What do you mean you traumatized? Clearly you're not.
Talk about her, but she can't even talk about her bird without she rolling her eye.
Of course not. And this and that. And like, shut up.
Listen,
You're
like,
so traumatized.
It's okay to be that type of person that if you're mad at somebody, whatever they do pisses you off, that's fine. But then again, when you constantly just pick with her, and once she responds to you, the tears come out. I don't get it. I can't understand it. Like, I tried to understand it last week, but I can't get it. I don't know what it is.
You're so traumatized. Why even say anything to her other than when y'all need to discuss whatever y'all need to discuss when Andy brings it up?
I wouldn't even look. If I was that traumatized to take medication, I wouldn't even look her way. It would be
exactly just looking this way.
And then you tell them that, I didn't watch the footage until February. That's our fault? That's not our problem.
And this is then a while back, part one, she had, in like beginning of part one, she was like, "Oh, that was raw footage. That was raw footage." And it doesn't matter if it was cut footage. We would have still seen that it was a mutually consented fight. Period.
It was that way from the get-go. I don't care what they say. You put your hand in my face, that's a mutually consented fight. Whether you end up touching me or not, you put your hand within left my arm, that's you.
Into my personal bubble. Anything that happens after that
it's on you. Yeah.
I might just read you, but I might just hit you. You never know. So don't get it twisted. But I do want to read Kiara's because she wrote some notes, you guys. So I do want to keep her in the loop. So I do want to read a little.
Come on, Kiara. What you got?
Comment she had on this section. She says, Candace's husband, aka White Chris, no offense, you guys, White Chris, I'm sorry, but what he said to Candace was corny AF. Not helpful at all, sir. Sit down and keep sticking around for Candace and her mom's money.
You know, I love Kiara. I do. Yeah, that's my response.
She's not even here. I felt it.
She said, "I will shake this room today."
She's shaking the room, and it's virtually. Oh, love her, but I would have to agree. I think that he was. I really don't. He was talking, but I think really Chris blows smoke up Candace's ass. I really think he just blows smoke up her ass. Honestly, I don't think he feels accountable. I mean, aren't you the one saying she'll stop crying?
Yeah. But she mentally abuses him. So I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
and verbally abuses him as well. So
his father doesn't want him to. He was a bastard. Didn't she call him a bastard? Said your father don't even want you because he called
something like that.
Remember they had fought one time and he had
yeah, I remember.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
He said you ain't shit.
But it's like, look at how she does him. It's like I don't even.
He wasn't saying anything. We're gonna have sex with you.
Right? Who says that while I'm crying?
Don't
cry. We're gonna have sex later.
Okay.
Well, that's supposed to cheer me up.
That's supposed to cheer her up. I guess that makes her happy. But
I mean, remember, she did say their sex was.
She's so traumatized.
She did say their sex was a recent experience.
It's his quote unquote from what she said, his brown D supposed to heal her from this traumatizing situation?
No, like I just
Because if
said,
that's the case, it should have did it a while ago.
remember last season she said they have a decent time in bed. So he just wants to make up for it. That's all.
He's trying to get that baby. She's been crying. Maybe she just needs the baby. But
Maybe she don't need it.
She don't.
I would feel
At
bad.
first, I felt bad for her. At first, I felt bad for her within that situation, but seeing how childish she is, maybe you don't need one
Children should not be having children.
at all.
I honestly feel bad for the baby.
I would too. I feel bad for the baby father.
And
I wouldn't feel bad for Chris. Chris, that's what you asked for. That's what you get.
Because I feel like she'll get up and leave him with the baby when she feel like she just can't do it.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Chris knows his wife. He knows his wife long enough now to know how she'll act. So if you want to bring a child into the world, that's on you with the responsibilities.
That's true.
If her family's paying that child support, they'll say nothing.
Somebody said Dorothy will pay the child support.
So
who else gonna pay you?
Who else gonna pay the child support?
She ain't knowing.
But let's move on. So Candace finally joins the group again. She's done with the tears. She's apologized. I'm sorry for leaving. And they get into Monique finally acknowledging what Candace has been wanting her to acknowledge, which was the fight. And she apologizes to Candace and tell Candace that she's sorry if she has pain and still going through that fight. She takes full responsibility and make a grown woman about it. That's what I love about Monique. She said that she doesn't have to go behind your back. She doesn't have to do all these extra things. She comes to you. I was wrong. And
can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Okay. For Giselle and Robin and Wendy to care so much and be advocating for her to be so traumatized. When she started crying and she walked off the stage, why didn't y'all go after her?
That's a good question.
Like, I just don't understand that because we've seen on other franchises, like when somebody starts crying and they get up and walk away, at least one person gets up and goes behind them.
They're aware of Rabbit. They're aware of her antics, and they're aware that she's a person. They know she wanted a walk off moment. They know she wanted a Nene walk off moment. They know she wanted a Lisa Renner walk off moment. She wanted a moment. She wanted that. I have to go. She wanted that.
Even if she didn't want a moment, Giselle wasn't gonna go because Giselle don't like her. Robin wasn't gonna go because Giselle didn't move. I'm surprised actually that Wendy didn't go. That's the only person I thought would have went.
I would have really thought that Wendy would have got and
yeah, I thought at least her. You're such an advocate for not tearing down women and not for physical altercations and da. Y'all keep saying how traumatized she is. Oh, Candace is traumatized. Candace is going through a lot, and y'all didn't think to go check up on her. Like, I just thought that was weird. Y'all care so much, so
but nobody cares.
But apparently not. Y'all just don't like Monique.
Ernest, how do you feel about Monique finally apologizing?
I feel great. I feel like she tried so hard to see past the bullshit and say, you know what? You hate me right now, but I should not have put my hands on you for no reason. Anything you could have done to me, I don't care what you did, it didn't warrant me putting hands on you. And for Candace to say, I still can't accept it, I don't know what else you want Monique to do.
So it's been 365 days. When are you going to apologize? Because it's been over 365 days since you apologized for throwing him out to Ashley.
Not just that. You claim that half of your trauma is coming from the fact that Monique isn't apologizing. So now she's done it, and we're still upset.
It seems like at this point,
make it make sense.
At this point, you just don't like Monique. It's just that simple. You just don't like her, and that's fine. But be real and say like, look, I don't like you. It's just that simple. But Joshua, how you feel about this?
I think that it takes a real grown Christian woman to apologize even when she's not grown.
Not Christian.
The last lady could learn. The last lady could take a page out of her book.
Wait, you said you don't think Monique was wrong?
No, don't get me wrong. Okay, I don't think that physical violence, especially at like the very grown age of like over 30, is right. But you can't put your hand in nobody's face and think, oh, like that's just the end of that. Don't put your hand in my face. And then when I ask you to move it, don't, instead of just moving your hand, why are you amping me up saying, oh, if I don't, what, you gonna drag me? You gonna drag me? Now I'm gonna drag you. Yeah. At first I wasn't, but yeah, now I am.
Now I am, man.
Since you want to buck your chest up.
I just feel like I'm out of the tears. So she was like, let me just apologize to this heifer so she can stop crying.
But I do feel like I feel like the apology was genuine.
Yeah, I think it was genuine.
I think it was genuine. Don't get me wrong. I think it was genuine. I think she really was just like, let me give her what she needs, because this girl is obviously going through trauma. She's crying every 5 minutes. She's telling me she's on medication. Let me give her what she needs: an apology, a real.
And I feel like it took over 365 days, but I feel like she was waiting until they were face to face. Because other than this, Candace was never going to meet up with her nowhere. You had already went into legal action. And then my thing with Andy, or Andrea, whatever he want to be, he keeps saying, oh, maybe you didn't get the right advice from your lawyer. If somebody is pressing criminal charges against you, the best thing to not do is talk to them.
Listen, if the case got thrown out, then my lawyer is doing
so she could reach out to her and then she could say, oh, she's harassing me. No.
And he was so just attacking Monique, like just attacking her. Like, oh, well, it was a year since your apologized. It's been a year. Like, Andy, I just told you I had to go through my own emotions. And when I talked to my lawyer about talking to her, he didn't advise me to do so because she sued me. Like, come on.
Why would I talk to somebody that's suing me?
Come on, and somebody was suing you, Andy, like the multiple lawsuits that you have for discriminating against women.
You don't talk to them.
You don't talk to them. Are you going to talk? Are you going to call me? Are you going to call me Lucia Mariah Hutt? No, you're not going to call them. So stop. And it's just that simple. But we'll
mm-hmm.
Let's go, Andrew. She did last night. You should be ashamed of yourself for tearing down another black woman. It's absolutely, it's just wrong.
And it gave me deja vu from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Oh, yep, what you need.
The one-sidedness, the gaslighting.
Just asking questions, but I don't know what. I don't want that response. Why ask her a question and you don't want to hear my response? You don't care for my response. Telling her how to feel, telling her you got bad advice. What the?
And my thing is, I get that he probably feels like, physical violence isn't okay either. And it's okay if you didn't grow up that way. Because to be honest, nobody really people do grow up that way, but not everybody grows up that way. But it's not about whether you agree with it or not. You're not putting your hand in my face. And that's just period. You're not putting your hand in my face. So yeah, I'm wrong for hitting her, but she's not wrong for putting her hand in my face. When you gonna hold her accountable? Like I just started the whole fight.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't put your hand in my face.
It was wrong for Monique to hit her, yes. But just because you hit somebody doesn't take away from what happened prior to me hitting them. There was a reason I hit her.
Yes.
I didn't just hit her out the blue.
She didn't just.
Like she came and was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna drag Candace tonight."
And if you go back to the footage, Giselle pushed her, yes, but Candace actually grabbed her jacket and pulled it forward.
She did.
And that was before Monique ever touched her wig. Monique touched her wig after she felt that pull. She pulled her ass to her.
Even Monique said she thought that was Candace that touched her, and she admitted she was wrong. It was Giselle.
And it was touching her as well. They touched each other. It was a mutually consensual fight, and that's just where I stand on the whole thing. It was a mutually consensual fight.
So did the state, and so did the state of Maryland think so. That's why they threw the cases out.
But Kiara says this. She said, I love Monique so much for the simple fact that she was brave enough to come to terms with everything. She knew her hands on camera. She was abused as a child, and she was a victim of child abuse. No matter if she was mother or father, and she still owned her wrongs and apologized. And I feel the same exact way. And her telling us that story about her trigger when her dad putting his hand in her face, and that was his way of checking them. That's a trigger, and as a victim of violence and trauma and stuff like that, and going through anxiety and depression, I know about triggers. And for me, clapping in my face, personal reasons, or whatever the case was, but that's a trigger for me. And most of my fights with hands in the face, people putting their hands or clapping in my face. I don't do that. I don't take love for that. And I can attest to when that happens, sometimes you just lose sight. It don't matter who the heck it is. Sometimes you just lose it. It's simple. And I know I can relate to her snapping like that. She was just done.
I agree.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Do you guys think Monique and Candace would have still been friends if they wouldn't have fought?
No.
No. That's right about too much.
The reason it's not even because of that. I know I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but the reason I say that is because, okay, so let's say we didn't fight. Y'all still did this plot on tapes on my child. So yeah, I'm still mad at all of you. The fight was just, I feel like they really didn't expect the fight to happen. But this whole season, it's very clear. This was a take Monique down season.
Yeah, from the get-go.
It was. You can't see it, everybody can't be innocent. They can't. Giselle played a part. Giselle's husband played a part.
And that's
Wendy played. Well, Wendy wasn't here, but Candace
Giselle's
played a
not
part.
married. Giselle's not married.
was Wendy there?
Giselle is married.
She's married to who?
Her wife is sitting on the other side next to Candace.
I forgot her broad shoulder
I don't
husband.
think was Wendy there.
Robert.
No, Wendy wasn't there. This was at Andy's baby shower. Wendy was still doing politics.
Like he didn't ask her anything. He didn't ask her anything in the whole third part.
Because Wendy, as much as I love Wendy, we had nothing else to ask her. There's this whole the plot had nothing to do with Wendy. I'm actually glad she didn't jump in, to be honest, because it had nothing to do with.
You know, she loved to give her 2 cents.
Please do not jump in that.
Yeah, I'm glad she stayed out of that one.
Side note, Wendy there was one part Wendy should have jumped in on. When her soror, Miss Bryant down there said, "Get Chris, he's acting aggressive." Wendy, where was the energy? She just called somebody aggressive, right?
No, she should have jumped in when Giselle created that floozy freelancer comment.
Exactly.
She should have jumped in. Because I would have checked her. Don't try to start no beef with me and another girl.
God.
Making stuff up. That's what you should have checked her. But no, she wants to ride with her. I don't know.
Riding the wrong wave.
Ride is the wrong
wave. Like even Candace said at the beginning, Giselle's kind of like the monster of the group. Wendy, that should have told you something right there.
She's a shady bug. Oh, okay, y'all. So they get into talking about Monique's new single. Everybody go stream that. The video is out now.
I watched it. That video was amazing. Good job.
A independent video. She put it all together herself. In the comfort of her own home. It's in her home.
It was in her home.
All of that.
I didn't watch it.
Amazing. It's just amazing. And I'm so proud of Monique for going strong and hard with the music. She has so much talent, y'all. Watching her old videos when she performed and stuff. She has so much talent. She's a great artist, and I'm looking forward to more drag queens right now. So they get to talk about it, and I'm gonna read Kiera's comment first for the simple fact that it just made me laugh. So Kiera says, first of all, I love how Candace is that pressed to study all of the lyrics.
She's a fan.
Really went in and studied the lyrics and wrote down the lyrics. You did Candace, is that what you wanted you to do? Listen to the song, scream the song, right?
No, I heard I saw a comment. They was like, the reason why Candace hasn't been able to heal is because she's been too busy stalking Monique for 365 days.
Yeah. I'm so worried
Like, I
about.
wouldn't even listen to the song.
Why do you care?
It's the fact, like, you know, she didn't Google this. This is a screenshot she had. She wrote this down.
So
And
she watched the
did it
lyric
for me?
video. She watched the lyric video, wrote them lyrics down, and said, "Oh, this is what she said. Oh, this is kind of hot, bro. I'm jamming." She probably was jamming to it, right?
Exactly.
What did it for me is Monique sat there and actually entertained it and said, "I'm a woman of my word because I'm fair." Yes, you read the lyrics correctly.
Thank you. Read them. Free promotion. Like she said on Twitter, free promotion. Thank you for streaming the song.
Oh,
Thank you for the streams, Candace. We don't see anybody repeating, "I see you" lyrics.
Because nobody knew the word. Nobody knew the words at the party.
nobody knows the words. Nobody.
Because we can't hear her on the track.
You know,
Cut them about melodining the vocals. And turn the beat down and turn the vocals up. A little bit of stain juice and auto-tune on it. Not too much because we don't want you to sound like you talking out of a cup. But turn it up just a little bit so your voice can sound brighter. It's a little dim on the track. I want to work on that, Candace. That's a tip from an artist to artist. But yeah. So they get into drag queens, and Andy says, you know, it doesn't sound good if you're saying you were remorseful, but you wrote a song. You can't be an artist and express yourself. Monique said her therapist said put it into something. So what's the only thing she? Music.
But we do have to keep in mind.
I'm sorry.
That song was made a year ago. When it happened.
Not only that, for everybody watching and for my host here, if you go back to a song, I believe it's called "Come and Get This Honey," and it's by Nene Leakes. That song is all about bragging.
Never heard of it.
You heard of it? Yes, you did.
It was a good song.
But no, it's a good song. I'll give it to Leak. That was a good song. But my point is, Andy, you're sitting. Hold on. Andy, you're sitting here saying that Monique's song didn't sound too good as far as like a positive light and whatnot. But you have all these other wives that have done songs, and all those lyrics are promoting them. Nene's song gave her ego. All these other housewives that did songs, they are talking about themselves, and they're saying things to make them sound better. So Monique did nothing different.
But I guess because of the fight situation,
the song is named after a drag queen. It's not. I'm not calling myself the queen of dragging. I'm saying drag queen because it's a play on the lyric. But you know, Andy's never wrote a song, so I don't expect him to understand.
I don't expect Andy to understand because one, he's not an artist, and two, Andrew.
He's not even a host, if you want to be honest.
At this point, he hasn't been a good one over the past few years.
You're a host because you made yourself a host. Nobody asked you to. You didn't audition for nobody. You just got mad at Captain Griffin one day because she was going to get a show on Bravo, and you said, no, I want to give myself my own. You are the only person who is a creator, EP, partial owner of whatever you do at Bravo, and then you have your own talk show. Now, Shawnee O'Neal is not that conceited. I'm just saying.
I think he's just like, you don't. First of all, you're not an artist, so you don't know that people put stuff into music. It may not sound good to you because you're not an artist and you don't know that this is music is expression. So
especially rap.
Yes, and you talk your mess when you rap. You talk your stuff, and that's what she was doing in the song. And
exactly,
she could have been Candace and did 2-hour lives and got on Twitter and cussed people out. She could have did that, but that's not what she.
And bringing up plots.
Serious.
We'll get to that.
And wishing death on people. Just saying.
In the words of Jackie Christie, I mean not Jackie Christie. In the words of Dr. Jackie, she made her pain her purpose. Period.
That was a horrible purpose. Dr. Jackie is not co-signing on that. No, she's not.
In the words of Mariah Huck, Candace showed her slut.
She did that. Now that one she did.
Candace definitely showed her slip last night.
Definitely showed her slip. The whole leg was naked.
The damn Christmas bow on.
Leave her bow alone, Josh. Leave the bow alone.
I just can't believe Candace is that upset about a song. Like, Candace, you're an artist. You should know. If you feel that ill about it, sing one back. Sing something.
Make sure the vocals are here.
Drop something from that EP.
Make sure you train those vocals well before you jump in the booth. I don't know what is hard.
What she was in the car doing? Woo. If you don't stop, bruh. Oh, gee. Okay, so we digress. So then next was, I believe it was the men. I think the men came out after that. And here comes
The gaslighting.
Here comes the mess, you know.
So, Chris, what did you think about the Michael Jackson? I was too busy talking, listening to lies.
I like how Chris shut him up real fast. I ain't coming up with the small talk.
And I'm sorry.
He got straight to the point.
I'm sorry, but
yeah, Chris
Robin
about his wife, and he will not play about Monique.
Exactly.
Then what made me upset though, Andy asked he asked Chris about Juan and Robin's engagement. And Chris mustered enough strength to say, I do congratulate them. But then he also said, I'm still not going to be fake about this. I'm so upset about this right now that I'm not going to fake it with you. Like, I'm upset right now. Congratulations, but I'm not focused on that right now. And then Robin turns and says, that has nothing to do with me. Oh, I'm so glad Juan Dixon is not here. If he was here, what was going to happen?
We'll get into Robin thinking Juanita is a bodyguard and protecting her. I feel like if Juanita was there, he would have just been like, girl, do not speak for me.
Now, y'all know
if Juan was there, I love Juan too, but
I love Juan.
But Juan compared to Chris Samuels,
it's not gonna work. So let's get into
Chris would fold him up and throw him across the room.
He would have rolled him up like a California roll.
I'm not gonna lie though. Shout out to Eddie. It's his first appearance, and he didn't really say much.
He was just like,
he sat there and looked nice.
Eddie was just he sat there and looked nice. He did what his wife was supposed to do.
Absolutely. That's what his wife should have been doing the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get to talk about Karen's wig shift party. So the girls get in an uproar with Karen, saying how could you leave the party?
That's always.
You were lying about it. You wanted them there at the same time. Y'all can go first. Y'all thoughts on that?
Okay, I don't think that she wanted them there at the same time. I do think she wanted Monique to come before, but I do think she wanted Candace to come early to the event. But I don't think she wanted them to run into each other. If she wanted to do that, she could have did that several times. There's so many other times that she could have done that. Like if she really wanted to do it.
Do it at her event.
And then why would she? Yeah, exactly. That she's launching this new business venture. Like that just doesn't make sense to me. I don't think that she was trying to get them in the same room at all. I think the way the timing just went, it seems that way, but clear. But even then, my thing is, this is my thing though. But even on the finale though, Karen clearly showed the timeline of the messages. And they were, even with the timeline, they were never going to bump into each other. Ever. So I don't understand where the
messy is Candace's producer being messy and blowing smoke up her ass and telling her, Well, you might want to look at Karen because Karen might try to set you up. You were supposed to be there this time.
Exactly, but
I was about to say, I feel like that whole thing was
I
just
feel like when Karen, I
Production.
feel like when Karen showed the messages, she was vindicated. I don't understand what the uproar is. The
I believe,
continuous uproar is about.
I believe it was a ploy for production to make Karen look crazy. To make her
I
look.
think it just was, in my opinion, I think it was just another gang up.
Yeah.
what it was y'all ain't filmed with Monique since the fight. Of course, production wants to film an interaction. So, as we know, Bravo Productions, they're very shady, and it's very clear that they want y'all to bump into each other. Do I think they just purposely tried to make you come early? A little bit, but not so much. But they wanted to catch that. They knew Monique was about to leave, and they was trying their hardest to get Candace there.
For what? So y'all
We have to remember that too. They like to blame stuff just on casting, but sometimes it's productions.
Yeah, production, because
holding them up and stuff like that. So
it's like I can understand because I told you guys I want to produce too. I understand that there's a show to make, and you really think that people want to see this interaction, but not at Karen's expense. You could, if it was like Monique's event, that's different. This is Karen. Karen has nothing to do with this, and you guys know Karen is the neutral party. If you were gonna do something like this, do it at Robin's event, even though Monique wasn't going. But like,
she still has the nerve to sit there and blame Karen for whatever. It's just like, baby girl, if I'm your friend, believe that. Don't. Why would I purposely try to set you up for what? What is that gonna do?
that's what I was telling the Candace people. Like, it's fine if you're a fan of Candace and you think Monique is just dead wrong. Fine. But please make it make sense to me how Karen is wrong. I still don't see how.
She had
The
her
only
back
thing
the whole time.
just say that I want you on my side, Karen. That's all you have to say. You look up. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead. No. Go ahead.
I was saying, Karen. I mean, Candace said Karen. She looks up to Karen like a mother and whatnot like that. Of course, you're hurt that your so-called mother figure is siding with the person that boxed you all around the room. That's fine to be upset, but don't make it sound like she's the bad person for having a brain and knowing what the situation was.
This is my thing though with Candace and the whole choosing a side situation. She is both of y'all's friends. So how do you expect her to just choose one side over the other? Just because just because she was wrong, she's supposed to just stop being friends with her.
Then you gonna text.
First of all, y'all get into it as y'all own situation. That had nothing to do with Karen at all. So why you expect her to choose a side?
She was very disappointed in both of y'all.
And she expressed that to both of them.
It's gonna cut us off, but we're gonna get back home.
Okay.
It's off though, but yeah. So honestly, I just feel like Karen did nothing. She left her and paid for the damn event. Felt like it. Y'all were
Exactly.
Y'all were doing the game.
Okay, there it is.
Oh, there you go.
I'm playing with the kids today, so we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep the ball rolling. We are gonna keep the ball rolling. Okay, so y'all. So where we left off, we talked about the big party or whatever, and then Candace calls out Karen and says, "Oh, why did you go to our producer and tell them to reprimand me or fire me?" And Karen proceeds to say, "I did that because you texted me telling me to burn in eternal hell."
Now, at this point, if the Candace fans don't see that she obviously has a problem with her mouth, what is it going to take? Who says that just because I won't choose a side between you and another friend, you're going to tell me to go burn in eternal hell? Who the fuck does that? Oh, next person. I forgot we're going on YouTube.
It's for me. It's just like, Candace fans, please help me make sense. I tried to look at y'all last week, but it's just not. It makes no sense. Like,
really thought that she was going to come with a different attitude. It did none of the cast concede. This is the gaslighting that this girl does. This is the antagonization.
It's for me. It's even if okay, if you still want to be mad at Monique, fine. what is your actual issue with Karen?
What did she do to you?
What did she really do? You act like she pulled your wig off.
Well, she was trying to help you keep it on.
But then I thought about it. I said, well, Giselle's not going to say anything because Karen reads her every time she gets. Robin's
Every
not
single
going.
time.
Robin's not going to say anything because Giselle's not saying anything. Wendy and Karen, I guess this is their way of starting over. I don't know. I'm just saying. And then I ain't gonna lie, this is the most quietest that Ashley has been. I don't know if it's because she's pregnant, but
I think it's a pregnancy.
I was about to say, sis was just sitting there like, just holding her baby like.
But I would have thought she would have jumped in on that conversation and been like, Candace, this is what people are talking about. When they say,
I feel like she wanted to, but after the husbands came out, and I ain't gonna lie, Chris with the brown, you know what, is just he came for Ashley too. So it's like, I think Ashley just wanted to just keep calm. She pulled the Eva move and said, I'm too pregnant for this. So
I don't even think it's that. Sometimes when you just sit back and be quiet, people expose themselves. And that's exactly what the fuck Candace is doing. Why I keep cursing? I keep forgetting.
You mad? You mad, friend? You mad?
I really am.
Why go at Karen? Like she's been
come on,
girl, to take you and put.
Other than Wendy, I feel like Karen is the only one who genuinely had her back. I do feel like Wendy kind of shot defense because I think Candace is her friend, but she at the same time she wanted to like Monique. But other than those two, I don't feel like anybody genuinely cares about her.
I don't care what anybody says. Wendy tried her best to be neutral, but I'm telling you, Giselle just sprinkled her little dust.
That was the worst best I ever seen, Wendy. She tried her best to be neutral. You're bad.
She was going good until after the meeting at Karen.
In the beginning, she tried, but I don't know. I think somewhere, I don't know if it was Giselle or if it was Candace, but it's like somewhere she got lost in the sauce.
CNN and her kicked in. And she was like, oh, I got to talk about black women and I got to say about blah, blah. I got to defend
if we're going to talk about black women, we got to talk about them in all aspects. We're not just going to talk about the physicality. We're going to talk about the verbal. We're going to talk about what's right and what's not right.
White, Asian, anything, blue, color is color.
All races have fights.
Period. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the color is. It doesn't matter. Sometimes when you get
and I hate that they keep trying to pinpoint everything going. Oh, as black women. First of all, that narrative of black women being aggressive or whatever was created by white people. And the way they did our ancestors, they are not in a position to talk about anybody being violent.
Yeah, first of all, they were very ghetto.
Let's use the logic. As black women, we should not write a book on our ex-husbands exposing their cheating and then take them back when the kids don't even like it. As black women, we should pay our taxes. As black women, we should not use our education to put somebody down.
Tell our friends, as black people in general, we should not tell our friends to burn in eternal hell and think they're going to be okay with that. I'm going to contact your boss. I believe Karen contacted her producer and was like, tell that girl to stop texting me with this mess.
That's really what I think Karen said. I don't even think Karen listen, this season, Karen has done it for me from start to finish. That bitch is entertaining. She said,
yes, she is.
She said, I tried to get you a counselor. No, I don't think Karen did that. Karen told these people, listen, tell this heifer to leave me alone or y'all going to have to get him some help. Okay?
No, I genuinely think when Karen, first of all, Karen is our damn producer. She doesn't hire and fire anybody, so she's not trying to get you fired. So, girl, calm down. We know you need the checks. Nobody is trying to get rid of you. We know you don't want to take Mama Dorothy's money anymore.
She showed the messages. That's why you thought you were going to get fired.
Yeah, exactly.
Like burning you're wishing death on somebody. You're crazy. She's a psycho.
All because she didn't choose a side between two of her friends in a situation that had zero to do with her.
I've been in situations like that. Ask Kiara. I've been in situations where I can't. They might be fighting.
Choose a side.
I'm not going to choose a side. I'm not. I'm going to stay neutral. I agree with you. Both of y'all wrong. Period.
Yeah, whatever y'all want to do is y'all. I've been in
They don't
situations like that
understand the
too.
definition
If it ain't got nothing to
of
do with me, it just don't got nothing to do with me. Whatever y'all do after that is y'all.
I'm in that mess.
they don't understand the definition of neutral. Wendy, you think neutral means I didn't take a side, but we're still gonna bash her. No, when you're neutral, you cannot bash this person in front of me, and you cannot bash that person in front of me. Because if you do, it's your right to, but I have a right to say, I don't want to deal with this, and I'm walking away from this conversation. That's what Karen did.
And my thing is, Karen has expressed over and over and over and over again, she feels like Monique started the physical altercation because when she started flicking her hair. She has said that from the beginning. But the thing that Candace doesn't like, it's not about even choosing side. Candace just doesn't like that Karen is calling her out as well. She wouldn't have started flicking your hair had you not put your hand in her face.
She won yes man. That's exactly what Monique said last season.
And this is my thing. This is what I don't understand what people are not seeing. This is the reason that her and Monique even fell out in the first place. You wanted Yasmin, you wanted her to gang up on Ashley, and it didn't happen. That's why they fucking fell out. And now she's doing it again with Karen. And honestly, I hope people keep saying they hope they can repair their friendship. I hope.
I actually don't.
I don't think.
I hope not.
I think Karen sees her now. I think she sees what Monique is saying. She see how Candace can get.
And I like how understanding Monique is being in the situation, stating herself. Karen is both of our friends. I don't expect Karen to choose a side, and I don't want Karen to feel like she has to choose a side because she was close to both of us.
I think Karen.
But the difference is Monique and Karen are grown women.
I think Karen is actually, obviously, if they're both back for next season, they're gonna have a scene together. It's bound to happen. We know how TV works. I think Karen's only way of opening the door again is if Candace just admits it's all we want. Just admit that I was mad at you, Karen Huger, because you sided with Monique against me, and I thought we had a deep connection. That's what I want Candace to say. If Candace cannot say that, clear her, Karen, and move on.
We had a deep connection, girl. We are not in a sexual relationship.
No, remember, she said at her, what was that, her engagement party or something? She said the first episode, she said, it's two women I look up to, my mom and Karen. So, yes, I can understand how Karen may have cut you deep, even though she didn't try to, but that's all you have to tell her. Friend, I was mad because you sided with somebody against me. That's it.
But she didn't even choose a side.
I'm speaking how Candace is thinking. I'm speaking on how Candace is thinking.
Yeah, I get it because I feel like she probably think, oh, she had my back, but Candace, she's holding you to the fire, same way she held Monique to the fire. Just because she didn't do it on camera,
but she did do it on camera. That's the thing. Like, first of all, when she did,
you were wrong. You did.
But the thing is, Candace, you wasn't there to see it, so that's on you. You chose not to come, and which is fine. But you chose not to come, so I don't understand it. And I honestly do think Karen. I honestly don't think Karen is even upset with Candace. I think she just knows that Candace probably does feel hurt or whatever, so she's just like letting her slide. But girl, you ain't gonna start ice skating.
Sure. And honestly, I feel like they
friends. But you can't ice skate. I like that.
Tweets, Candace's tweets. Definitely, I think their friendship is done.
Then talking about, she's waiting. I saw one interview she did with Wendy Williams talking about she's waiting for Karen to get her sense. Bitch, we still wait for you to get yours.
Candace, Andy said it best in the beginning. Candace will have such a better life when she stops attacking people on Twitter.
Yes, and with that God awful outfit that she had on, Wendy Williams, I don't know what she had on, looking like a parachute.
Everything was clashing. Giselle must have dressed her.
I was about to say Giselle styled her. That's all.
She had too much on. I don't know what she had on. Sitting there talking about
the
only girl that had your back.
That's my thing. The only one who genuinely had your back. These other girls don't even care about you. They just don't fucking like Monique.
And they wanted her off the show, and sadly, that's what they got.
Honestly, I'm not even gonna say sadly because I'm not even gonna say sadly. I'm actually glad that she's leaving because I don't even want her around them. Yeah. I'm actually happy that she's leaving.
It's like, do I stay and continue to put up with women who don't want to build a bridge with me? Or
Yeah,
do I just
they don't want a relationship with me, obviously. So why would I?
Exactly. And they have been ever since she stepped in front of a Real Housewife of Potomac camera. From day one, it's been nothing but constant attacks.
Yeah.
oh
Starting with
she has her
starting with
princess
Giselle.
she has her Princess Leia hair. Oh, she thinks she's better because she has 4 homes. Oh, she's hanging out with Sherman's ex-wife. Giselle,
So, and speaking of threat, so this is Kiara's point. She says mental and verbal abuse is still considered a threat, Candace, but you're so damn blind and privileged to see that. Then you sit here and cry about like as if Karen was at fault. You are at fault. You don't tell someone to burn in eternal hell. Who you
Yeah,
consider
that was.
your mother. So you would text your mother and say, burn in eternal hell?
I
Huh?
believe it. That's why she popped her in
in
the head with that purse.
I was about to say, in the words of Dr. Heavenly, she beat you with a purse. Your mama beat your ass with a purse.
Yes.
Okay.
Your mama popped you in the head with a person you don't know how to stop running your mouth. Now, if that was me, if somebody takes my phone for some burning eternal hell, child,
Girl, fuck you. I'll meet you there.
you lucky she didn't cuss your ass out.
No, seriously. You lucky she went to the producers and tried to get your ass some damn help because you do need fucking help. You need help, bitch. You need help. You're sick in the head. Who says that?
Who said that's
And
just
even her husband be saying that.
disgusting?
You use your words to like attack people. That's not okay.
Andy loves that egregious, aggressive tweeting, saying anything out your mouth, saying what Kelly died. That's why I don't think he's going to get rid of Kelly.
And then here's my thing, because
People
I had
that will say anything. He likes people that will say anything out their mouth. Like Keisha got to bring Kenya ass a long time ago, but he didn't.
that's why I keep telling people, love it or hate it, Teresa is the star of all these housewives, because Andy knows he can use Teresa to say the stupidest of shit and get away with it.
She would say anything for a buck, and she would do anything for a buck. And
But
Monique ain't the one. I'm not gonna say and do anything for a buck. I'm not gonna.
she don't need these little checks.
I'm not gonna be up here telling something burning hell. Like what? You're wishing death on Karen.
Then she says, "Oh, how is that threat, Karen? Well, bitch, that ain't a message you send a friend. It's not good."
That's a threat. You telling me to burn in hell? I want you to die. That's what you're saying. That's a threat to me. So don't play like that. You don't play that.
If you would have just said,
I don't understand why would she say that. Like all because the girl won't choose a side.
Like it's just disgusting. You're disgusting, girl. You need to wash that dirty ass mouth out. Some soap, ho.
If people can't see,
I'm mad about that. I don't like
that. I don't understand what it's gonna take.
Here's another thing.
I'm not gonna text my friend telling my friend to burn in eternal hell. Especially when we didn't even have a falling out. Why am I texting you this? We didn't even have a falling out.
Here's the other thing.
We never fell out.
Like I can understand. Let's say this whole Chase thing wasn't that true, and the rumor was that Monique slept with her trainer. Even still, that is for them to figure out, and not for the lady. Even if Monique said on camera first, that is not for the ladies that don't care for this girl to go around and trying to read her when you got a pastor that lives in your phone.
They be cheating on you.
Oh well, the dad said it best. 6 or 7 baby mamas. You would want to go back to them?
Why? And then she talking about some burning eternal hell. Well, you need to go in that kitchen and help your man with them deviled eggs, honey.
Hell is very hot.
That's what you need to be doing. Help him find a job because he does not work.
Y'all just bought a $2 million house.
I'm sick of
find a job.
RJ, I'm sick of you.
Looks like when with Dorothy.
Burning is his food. That's why the restaurant closed.
Have mercy.
Girl, bye.
Not the deviled eggs.
The deviled eggs, honey. No, Candace, bye. Anyways.
I'm gonna need me another drink.
So the husbands come And Chris wastes no time. He wants to know who started the plot on his child. Andy wants to have small talk and say, have you seen He's Got Game? Have you seen the Michael Jordan? Chris said,
Nah, I was too busy watching. Oh, he was serious.
Andy,
Can we just get into? You got to get into Giselle's bodyguard.
oh,
He
yeah,
ain't even want
that was right. That was right. Giselle hires.
Why she keep having rental cars? Where's she finding them from? And why she keep getting them before she get a stylist?
Catch this tea. So Jamal's church, they specialize in taking people from the streets and former prisoners and former felons and stuff like that, and they convert them into Christianity, and he gets them involved in the church. They become bodyguards, they become security, they become ushers, they even work in the pulpits. So he probably sent one of his henchmen to go help Giselle. You know, he has to do something for her. He didn't give her no check this month. So,
well, he need to send somebody that's more about that life, cause
it's not even
that man ain't move.
It's not even that. Like, if you're gonna send a bodyguard, send me a stylist too.
But my thing is, why do you need a bodyguard? That man never. And I hate when they try to like over dramatize stuff. That man never said he was gonna do anything to them. What he said was, I wish I was a woman, because then if I was, I would have done this, or I would have done that.
And I'm going to curse on this one. He said, I wish I could turn it to Bruce Jenner and smack the shit out of y'all. That's what he said. He didn't say he was going to do it. He said he wished.
Exactly. And some men would just do it off rip.
You know, my thing about that whole back and forth was, I was hoping that after she cried and she got the apology she wanted, that Candace would shut up and stop jumping in. But no. Are you provoking her?
Hey, Chris Bassett went up. You were talking about my kids.
And then,
y'all,
nobody talking about your kids.
Let me give
you. I was about to say, here go Chris saying, no, it was. I'm sorry, RJ. I'm gonna let you go. But it was the thing when Candace said, "You're talking about our kids. You have no children."
That's what I'm saying, Candace. Just because you're paying child support does not mean that they're your kids, baby. You're mad because All About the Tea,
another drink.
All About the Tea went on their blog and stated that his baby moms are upset because you're paying his bills and he can't even come see his children. That's what they're upset about. And Monique is friends with those bloggers. What does that have to do with her? Just because they printed
it ain't like she said.
Like the two don't.
It's not like she said it out of her mouth.
And Monica,
they didn't create a rumor. Those are facts.
Monica from All About the Tea is my friend, and I know that Monique never fed. She states on her show, Monique does not feed her information. When they talk, they do not talk about anything Housewives. They have a genuine friendship outside of the show. She's friends with Buffy. She's friends with Amir. She's friends with DJ Richie Sky. She never feeds them anything. They do exclusive interviews with her. It's nothing about the show, and she does not feed them anything. So Candace keeps trying to push that narrative like Monique's this demon and she's feeding the blogs. And that's what Monique was like, do I really have that much pull?
Exactly. Like, how much you claim that I have all these lackeys? You keep saying that I have all these lackeys or whatever you want to call them. If I had that, then how am I getting in these positions to create all these narratives in these logs?
Listen, shout out to my good friend.
My money long, but damn, is that long?
Shout out to my good friend Monique and Portia, the Monique and Portia page, because it's amazing that when you're mad at somebody, all of a sudden they own 50 million accounts. Apparently, Monique is in charge of the Monique and Portia page. She's in charge of all of her fan pages, but
she's in charge of all these pages.
But on Candace's side, when Candace does her lives and she has her fans and her fan pages, oh yeah, they're all real. Those are real people. Huh?
Candace has fan pages?
She does.
I ain't never seen one.
Everybody, even Wendy has a fan page. Everybody has a fan page except for Giselle's husband.
Giselle got one too?
No, she has
Um,
a bashing page where they bash her all day. It's called Bad Necklaces by Giselle or Giselle's Bad Necklaces. Yeah, go look it up. They're actually really funny. Have a lot of memes too. A lot of memes.
That is funny.
My thing
it's
is, why is Chris
hilarious.
Bassett so upset? The blogs talk about your children all the time, Chris. It's not.
The thing is, they're not. They're not even. This is the thing, though. They're not even stating rumors, though. These are facts. You don't spend time with your kids. You said that on camera, sir.
You stupid.
Nobody had to feed that information to the blogs. You said that on camera. You said that on national television.
Well, he does take care of one child, Candace.
I think I was about to say
Mom Dorothy takes care of both of them.
I was about to say we saw a child come on the show before, if I'm not mistaken.
I never saw him.
Was it like? I think it was like a.
What episode that was?
I don't know.
Was it a wedding?
If it wasn't Chris's child, it was somebody related to him. Maybe it wasn't his child, but
I think it was his son. I believe.
What episode was this?
If I find it, I'll share it later. But
your oldest don't even mess with you. Your oldest don't even mess with you like that.
You know,
and that child is at this point. At that point, Ken said that child was like how old? Didn't you say it was like 15?
Like 15, 16.
So that boy got to be like 18 now.
He don't care for. He probably just don't care for Candace. That's just that on that. And I do not blame him. And Chris, you cannot yell at nobody's wife and think I'm just going to sit down.
He says he was yelling at what you call it. He said he was yelling at Chris.
But even still, it wouldn't make sense to yell at the other Chris because you're insinuating that Chris Samuel supports all that shit that was going on with the other fan pages. Chris barely is on Instagram, so how does he support these people?
And then Giselle comes from, make him sit down. Make him sit down. Security ain't even moved.
Yep. That's what I was saying before.
Fight that big man.
First of all,
that's what I'm talking about with the gaslighting. Just because he didn't stand up in an aggressive manner. Like, please stop trying to spin these narratives like these people are just these bad people and they're just so violent. What happened with Monique and Candace was an isolated situation.
The people that was saying
that's not who those people are.
These are men.
The people that was saying Chris Samuels was wrong are the same people who supported Michael and his habits. Because mind you, no parent is just gonna sit and allow their child to be bashed. Forget the gender. I'm not gonna touch you, but I am going to check you about my children. Stop talking about my kids, because if I talked about Grace, Jamal would fly all the way down and try to talk to me about it. If I talked about anybody else's kids, y'all dads would jump in.
Stop with it. They all keep trying to say, "Oh, he needs to stop addressing women. He needs to stay out of women's business."
He never addressed.
Once you address something, but once you address but even then, once you say something about somebody's child, or you create a rumor that involves somebody's child, all of that race, the age, the gender, all of that goes out the window. I don't care what nobody say. You can say whatever you want about Monique, but keep it at Monique. Don't bring anything else where it can affect my family or affect my children.
That's what I'm
like that man said, when my child gets old enough, he's gonna have to fucking see that.
And the fact that
that's hurtful.
What if Chris was?
Because that girl never said anything. Even when Monique would bring up stuff about Sherman, and even when she brought up what she just brought about Jamal, that's between Giselle and Jamal. That girl ain't never said nothing about. It's a lot of stuff that she could say about everybody's kids. That girl ain't said nothing about nobody's kids, and she didn't create a rumor that could, potentially damage anybody's children.
Yeah. And then what if somebody talked about Grace? What if somebody started a rumor that Grace wants Jamal's or Robin? What if somebody started a rumor that your badass kids want Juan?
Exactly.
Like
you would be upset.
They would be very upset. You'll be ready to go to war for your children. So don't be mad at this man for going to war for his family. And what if he was dumb enough? Let's just say he was dumb enough to believe it and divorced Monique and took the kid. Would y'all have been happy then? Would y'all have liked her then?
That's like when Andy asked about the whole prosecution thing, and Giselle was like, "Oh, I didn't want her to go to jail, just like community service and something."
Or I just want her to get an ankle bracelet.
I was like,
community service.
Prime example right there. Y'all wanted to see how far y'all could push it, and when it got too far, you trying to backpedal and pussy pop your way out of it.
Period.
My thing is, I feel like they just want to humble Monique so bad. Like they just really are haters. Like they want to just humble her so bad.
They really just want to destroy her family because Giselle hates that union that they got.
I think
nothing can break them apart.
I think they're intimidated by Monique, and to me, I don't think Monique is putting herself on the pedestal. I think they're putting Monique on the pedestal, and they just want to knock her off of it.
I was about to say the only person,
and that's not on Monique. That's a personal problem from their fans.
That's something
that they need to work on. That's something that they need to fix.
The only person that brags about themselves so big is Karen, but Karen earned her right to. Everybody else put Monique on this big pedestal. Monique was just the average chick that came in season 2.
Exactly.
And y'all put her up there like she was just over y'all. She never said that.
Y'all seen that unseen footage where they cut to like it was when they was about to go to Newburgh for Monique's birthday, and Chris was like, Giselle, he looks like me, don't he? That was
I didn't catch that.
That was a checkup. That was a checkup.
I caught that.
That's like I know, but that's to let you know I know what you've been saying.
And then she oh my God, she showed her guilt. Who else is he gonna look like?
Who else is he gonna look like, Chris? Who else is
then she tried to pull a Nene approach and said,
"What's a part of your story? Get out of
here." She tried to pull
they were talking about it. Shut up.
She tried to pull this card. Oh, you can't say nothing to me. Why I can't say nothing to you?
Yeah, you are not allowed to talk to me. Because nobody don't want to talk to you with that fat ass neck.
You should be grateful.
You need to go get that neck, and I hope she holler at Karen Doctor to go get that neck tightened up.
You should be grateful. Oh, Karen, then you have work. Bitch, you need work.
A lot. It's the neck. It's the droopy eye. You need to lift it up and take that back. Oh my God, some stovepipe legs.
And hire a stylist.
Please hire a stylist, please.
And a home decorator, please.
Whoever did your dress for the purple cast photo, they need to do your whole wardrobe.
Well, her hair she looked like a ghetto.
The old lady.
Farrah Fawcett.
Oh, she did. A ghetto Farrah Fawcett.
That's exactly what she looked. And then they had a nerve to say, "Oh, Andy, they never brought it up on camera." And then Bravo cuts to them bringing it up on camera, which they cut out.
You know what?
Exactly.
I feel like
she still said it on camera, and the whole is messy.
I feel like
on that.
I feel like Bravo was low-key upset at Andy because usually Andy's on it with the reunions, but I don't know if he was just drunk.
This time production is whoever is back there editing, they ain't playing.
New intern.
They're sick of it. They're sick of the frauds. They're sick of it.
Yeah, from what I hear, Andy gets his information from the interns. He gets with his interns and they fill him in on everything Potomac before the reunion.
Well, that's bad.
He watches
you need to watch it yourself. If you're gonna be the one sitting up there asking questions, no, you need to watch it yourself.
And what annoyed me was you're telling
because now look at you. You look stupid. And my thing with him is you not even taking the time out to apologize to Monique.
What annoyed me was
sitting here on national TV and it's showing that you're wrong, and you haven't even reached out and apologized.
He told Chris.
You need to apologize to Candace, please.
He told Chris, "Oh, you need to just calm down. We already talked about this 30 minutes ago. You're saying this as you're trying to dismiss it. The man was not out here 30 minutes ago.
30 minutes ago.
That's
however long ago it was.
Why are you trying to dismiss this, Andy? You have a child.
How would you like that somebody say, "Oh, that ain't really Andy, baby. That was Anderson Cooper's sperm"?
Yeah, then you would have been happy about that.
That's Anderson Cooper.
You have to acknowledge. I don't care if I'm talking about it for 8
Since they Eskimo brothers.
He needs to let these girls know that my family's off limits. A show is a show, but my family don't touch that. And as a real man, if he was a real man, Andy would respect that. But
and then I don't like how when Chris started crying and was thanking Monique. Mm-hmm. Oh, here comes the fake tears. No, none of you bitches ain't now one of them bitches sitting up on that stage ever had a man that showed them genuine love, and that's why they mad. Talking about some of the fake tears. Girl, you wish you had that.
And Robin,
wish you had that.
Robin, he's saying his
Somebody said that in a comment last night, and I said we can agree to disagree because Candace is the only person I know that has a prepared folded napkin ready to pull out.
girl.
Giselle talking about this felt so fake, and we just ended. So I said, don't be mad because you cannot keep a man. Stop it.
And Robin, the gas.
Somebody said something, and I noticed it. Like now, looking back at it, I noticed the whole time. Giselle was so happy in the beginning of the reunion, but after Monique rung up the stuff with Jamal, her
Guilt. That's what that is. Guilt.
Her whole demeanor changed. Like after she rung up what happened with Jamal, her demeanor did not change after that.
Because she know what time it was.
She was upset the whole reunion after that.
So defensive when Chris came out there. Your Max is calling you out on your stuff, and because nobody and Andy won't. Andy will not. I would have been
and
like,
to be honest,
apologize. That's OD. You don't go at nobody.
Exactly. And to be honest, that's what I'm saying. Like now I see what people saying when they say like about colorism sometimes on like these reality shows. I kind of see what they're saying when they say, sometimes the lighter skinned women don't get held accountable like dark skinned women. Like for instance, everybody can hold Monique accountable. And even some people will hold Candace accountable. But I feel like they just let Giselle, who is actually the villain of the whole fucking show, always slip through the cracks.
So he let her slip, and I don't understand why. I think it's because of Bravo chat room.
Not even just that. Before that, it's just like I'm starting to notice whenever somebody does something, like Candace could do this, and people, not even just him, but like just people. Period. Monique could do this. It's a problem. Even Candace, sometimes she can do something. It'll be a problem. But nobody ever seems to hold Giselle really accountable to me. Ever.
And that's why she felt like she don't have to apologize. Even if you felt the conversation wasn't a plot, you can still acknowledge I was wrong for even speaking on y'all child that night. Why can't you just be a woman? You're such a first lady, though, right? You're such a God-fearing woman, right? You should know, as a God-fearing woman, don't touch nobody's kids. You don't go at nobody's children if you are a God-fearing woman. Get out of here.
But then again, that congregation that she was the first lady of is just to say, I guess, her rekindled relationship with her ex-husband.
They revoked that first lady card quicker than that card.
Real quick.
And then what I liked is they made sure to mention that, it was okay. It's okay to talk about what Chris Samuel said on Live, but for some reason we have yet to play this footage of Candace confessing the whole plot on an Instagram Live.
Andy, where was the Bravo? Where was the footage of that?
That's my thing. How y'all find the footage of them responding to the live that Candace did?
Because mind
y'all cannot bring up the live that Candace did.
And
then that's my thing too.
Oh my gosh!
Y'all keep
on national television.
Exactly, and then you keep saying, "Oh, Andy, this is my thing with Andy. Oh, it wasn't on the show. You guys brought it up on the show. Had you guys not brought it up, it would have never been discussed." But y'all sitting here bringing up the live where Chris saying that he wished he was Bruce Jenner and
that didn't happen on the show. It's biased. It's biased. That's so biased. If you're a host, you cannot pick sides. You need to stay in one lane, one neutral lane. You acknowledge her feelings, and find a way to meet in the middle. You do not further divide the group. Making Monique seem like she's going crazy and they started it. Why would they start it? Why would they bring a rumor like this to the show? Why would they do that?
Monique posted her live.
Monique posted about their child.
She posted her live 2 days, if not a day after Candace confessed the plot. So the fact that y'all were able to pull that whole live and not Candace's shows where y'all heads are at.
It shows where Andy's loyalty lies. And it shows where he wants.
And my thing is, they keep... it's like you said, first of all, why would they want to bring a rumor like this on the show? Number one.
She's trying to protect it for seasons.
I just can't.
I
I
just
can't.
I can't with Andrea, and the fact that he sits there and just doesn't hold Giselle to the fire, but can hold Karen to the fire about saying she's lying about a wig party and lying about an ulcer. Went on Watch What Happens Live and tried to paint a picture that Karen would lie about her ulcers. Who
You
would lie
know,
about having ulcers?
you know what's also sad to me is before we even saw part three, the first housewife of Potomac that was on his show after the reunion was Monique. So it baffles me that you brought Monique on to Watch What Happens Live, knowing what you did at that reunion. I don't know how much you paid Monique, but Monique, I wouldn't have took that invite if I knew Andy treated me the way I did. That I got treated.
But I feel like
And
Monique.
my thing is, I respect Monique so much because the way she kept her calm and the way she kept standing her ground, like she should have been the one walking away. She should have been the one getting off the stage. But the way she sat there and she just stood her ground and she did it so calmly, I have to respect that. Because anybody else would have just walked clean off. I'm not even gonna lie. I probably would have walked. Yeah, y'all. They wouldn't have been able to. They wasn't gonna. They wasn't gonna make me sit there and look crazy like that.
These listen.
I would have walked off the stage. But I respect her for staying and standing her
I
ground and
respect
not
her for
changing.
not
She
checking.
said what she said and she was not changing.
I respect her for not checking him, but I'm sorry, I couldn't hold my tongue. He would have got checked. Don't come at me. Don't come at me. They plotted on my child, and it's nothing. There's no way around that. There's no way around that. It's
At
no.
all.
Listen, I know I saw your message, RJ. To close,
We gonna get.
we'll close it out on the when you restarted.
Yeah, we gonna get. Okay. We about to do it.
But that just was
But I do respect the fact that both of the Chris's can remain. They'll probably never be friends again because their wives aren't friends. But the
At least
fact that they're able to still
squash it.
keep it, yeah. And I do think that one day, I don't think they'll be besties, but I do think one day a conversation should be had between them because they were genuine friends and they were like sisters. And I think they both owe it to each other to at least have like a one-on-one conversation with just them two. No inputs from anybody else.
Yeah. Period.
it's the same thing I said. It'll happen once Candace just admits why she did everything and not try to deflect.
Yeah, it's just I do think, and it's clear that Candace and Monique both kind of like miss their friendship a little bit, but Candace has to own her part.
She has to do something.
She hasn't owned her part.
She really has to do something because at this point you're looking really crazy.
I can't do another scandal. I'm sorry.
I'm over it.
We were recapping all the girls. Karen, we're happy about her and Ray and their marriage. We're happy for them renewing their vows, of course. And Ashley, just leave Michael alone.
Yeah, after this baby, just go ahead and get the divorce.
Don't have no more kids.
Please, you are young and you're beautiful. You will find somebody else. It's
It
not gonna.
actually has grown on me, but I'm kind of need her to be more in the mix now. Cause I
But
kind of miss I kind of
when
miss
she
Shady Ashley. Even though Ashley was Shady, Ashley brought the drama. I need you to bring the drama, and I need her to read Candace
but
down to the
when
ground.
she but when she was in the mix, it was a problem though.
I just think like it wasn't that much of a problem. Well, okay, I'll say like when she brought up the whole when her and Monique got into it, I didn't care for that. But when her and when her and Karen was getting into it, she was gaslighting. But like she brings the drama.
She brought, and now she's just there. And
She's just there.
I don't want her to be because.
And I think okay, her bringing the drama, okay, like she can tone it down a little bit and she can have change, but I do need her it's like her responses are off. That's what I'll say. Her response, like her getting into it with Candace and like Giselle and them. I need her responses to be how they used to be.
Yeah, because she told me something. I'm not talking to you very well. Thank you. I'm like,
Yeah, no, Ashley, I need you to buck up on Candace and get her to throw another butter knife at you. That's the Ashley that I miss.
But I feel like with Ashley, she needs to get a business, a job. She needs to do something for next season. I just think that, yeah, you can't just be at home, with babies,
Yeah.
dancing.
How do we feel about Wendy's rookie season?
You could be a friend of
I think she needs to
or a
redeem.
guest.
I think she. I hope she redeems herself. I hope she really comes back next season with a better attitude. I just
A
hope
better storyline.
a better a better storyline. And if she thinks for a second they might not come after you, think that just because they came after Monique's marriage, you think they won't come after yours?
Yours, you better be careful because you the next in line because you got you a good man.
Yeah. So and second season is
Be
always
careful.
that second season for newbies is always a doozy. So you might want to be careful, boo.
You
And
better
Tread
ask.
lightly.
You
proceed
better ask Eva. You better ask Denise.
Tread lightly.
proceed with caution.
Please. Because
Um,
they will do that to you.
how we feel? Well, I would ask how we feel about Robin, but Robin didn't do anything this season, so we don't even have to go there.
What's the
She
storyline?
can go.
What is the storyline? Well, she, from what I hear, she didn't get a contract. So everybody
That's
has,
what they
That's
said.
great. That's
everybody.
actually great to hear.
Karen has received hers. Let's just go down what we were stated already. Karen has
Karen,
received her contract. Ashley,
Monique,
Ashley, Monique have received. They all have received their contracts.
Wendy.
Even
Yeah,
Liza,
when you got one.
even Liza received hers.
Jezebel got one.
Giselle, I think Giselle got one because he want her to respond to them cheating rumors on camera.
But what is her storyline going to be?
Nothing.
I think he.
Like, I don't
I
get
do
it.
think they're trying to break the Green Eye Bandits up though.
They are, because that's the only way you'll get a decent story out of them.
I think it's they're sick of
But, I mean, well, but if Robin ain't get no contract, what they going to do?
Giselle got to fend for herself.
Yeah, you ain't got no more yes man.
Listen,
She ain't got no backup no
you
more.
know,
Shit, they might gang up on Giselle.
you know what? Let me say this
I think
for
Karen.
my
I
remarks.
do think Karen.
Um,
I
since
do.
we went down everybody, let me just say this. When Nene left and I saw the people saying they won't watch, I didn't understand what they meant for Nene, but I actually do understand now. I don't see myself watching full on season 6. I will catch clips of the shade, but I don't agree with how you
Things
start off
went
the show
down.
strong and then you get to the point where it's not about your lives anymore. It's about who can shade who the best, who can clap back the best, who can create the best storyline.
Scandal.
Every everything is
Yeah,
just so
it's
it's
become
over
so
dramatic.
dark.
And if I ain't got nothing on you, I'm gonna make up some shit.
Yeah, like no, I ain't with all that.
It's
And
so
honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I know you're a big Nene fan, but when they said it for Nene, like I kind of don't understand. But like with certain situations,
I
like
never
with
said
Beverly Hills,
personally. I
yeah,
never.
I know you never said it.
I love Nene, but I never said I was gonna watch it. I do
Well,
think Nene.
yeah,
I always say I think Nene outgrew the show. I always say that. I think she's outgrown it.
yeah.
She started
But
it.
like when other fans would say that, I kind of didn't understand. But like I kind of like I started to
That's
understand when
treated
people
now.
said I started seeing it when people like when what happened with Denise on Beverly Hills. Once that happened and now that this has happened, now I kind of see. And honestly, even though I don't 100% with Nene, I am starting to see some of the stuff that she is saying about Andy.
Yeah, I see it.
And even the lawyer, y'all, even the lawyer that Nene was on live with, even stated
Mm-hmm.
Monique's name, saying that she came forward with some stuff too.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, I ain't know that.
The way
I
he
gotta give it.
treated her
I
was
gotta. I
disgusting.
gotta give it 2
He treated
weeks.
her like shit the whole reunion. He really just bashed her literally the whole reunion. Honestly, he really was not.
From start to finish.
He was on her ass, and I'm just like, damn, are you a housewife? Do you have a
And
shame?
my thing is, I get that he doesn't promote violence or whatever, but and he keeps saying, "Oh, here at Bravo, we don't support this, da da da." But my thing is, why is it always this monologue about y'all not supporting violence when it's the Real Housewives of Atlanta or it's the Real Housewives of Potomac? Because it's been
Black,
fights on
exactly.
Vanderpump Rules, it's been fights on Housewives of Beverly Hills, New Jersey, all of that.
He didn't say that when Lisa threw the daggone glass in what's her name?
Kim.
Kim Richards' face. He didn't say
He ain't
that.
said nothing on. And he ain't said nothing on Vanderpump Rules when Stassi slapped the shit out of that other girl.
And they
And then on New Jersey, they in season 6 of New Jersey, they hard down had a hair pulling fist fight.
Season 6, season 5,
at
season
the
10.
at a baby shower. They fought at a baby shower. You didn't.
Jersey,
Literally,
Jersey. They literally put Jersey in their own category, and that is worse
And
than
I'm being
anything
honest.
because
They get. And I'm being honest. New Jersey.
they're ghetto. They are
very much,
ghetto.
very much ghetto,
I
very
don't
much
care how
ghetto.
much money they got. They are ghetto
They
ass
used to
people.
throw glasses every 5 minutes. She threw in the restaurant, break glasses, throw tables. And you ain't never said we don't condone violence. Then it's a double standard, Andy. If you're gonna host these shows, if you're gonna host these reunions, you need to be well aware and equipped with all sides and all information. You cannot be biased if you're gonna be a host. We need a new host. Bye, Andy.
That's why
Andre,
I say that Married to Medicine has really taken the throne because as shady as those women can be, they still have real stories. You still get to see their inside life, their
absolutely.
husbands, their actual dynamics, their problems. They are raw with their emotion. And to now have Potomac fall into the dark category, you
Yeah.
just made it easier for the medicine girls to say, "Bitch, we
But
are
I
the
will
show."
say this: out of all the girls, shout out to Ashley and Karen because they give genuine storylines.
Yes, they do.
And Monique, yes.
And Monique, yeah.
You don't have to create a storyline.
But
Oh,
these other girls, yeah.
last time you guys saw me, I know I was in tax problems, but now I'm flipping houses. Like you
Girl,
had no desire to do that.
go
You
pay
just
the
want
girl, go pay the 90K.
Go
Cause
ahead.
y'all ain't get married. You gotta pay your debt first.
Yes, and then he says, when's the wedding? When's the wedding? She doesn't have a date, Andy, because she's not getting married. It was a hush ring. Shh.
Stop bothering me.
And then he hushed you, and you got now you're about to get kicked out the show. It's just, Rob, I don't know what you're gonna do. You need to sell some more hats. You need to do
Them
something.
ugly ass hats.
Yes, and what?
well,
Oh, God,
I wish Potomac the best because I do still think this was their best season.
I do think.
Oh, absolutely.
But yes, everybody can be replaced, but whoever Monique's replacement is, you better do something just great.
I think Monique.
Honestly,
I think Monique is right for leaving the show. I think that
I think so.
I
Do you think she'll ever return?
she's well from what she
I
said.
can see her returning.
TV as a
I
whole.
can see her still hanging out. I can see her still hanging out at events that Ashley and Karen are throwing.
I can see her. Honestly, I kind of see her taking maybe like a season or two off. But I do see her maybe at some point, if the dynamic ever changes and the show becomes less about creating plots, I can see her returning.
I can see her returning.
And if it's a dynamic, if it's a change in the casting, I can see her returning. But right now, I agree with her not returning because it's not about to be a whole gang up. It's been a whole gang up on Monique for the past how many seasons now? It's so old and tired at this point.
And she's not gonna come back on camera after y'all done plotted against my child. Get to reunion, y'all still don't own to the plot. Y'all lying. Y'all talking about my husband, child. She calling my husband a bitch. She said, "This big motherfucker." You're a first.
That's my thing too.
First lady, you saw some big motherfucker. Are you kidding me?
She's the last.
That's my thing.
Crazy.
She's not first lady. She's the last lady.
And why does she keep referring to this man's way? That's what I mean when I say about that I see what people say about like the colorism and certain people getting away with certain stuff. Because that would have been let Wendy would have said that. Let Candace would have said that. Let anybody else would have said that. It would have been a problem.
And the thing is, she knows.
But the thing is, but people are on social media supporting Giselle and repeating that.
That was my next point. It scares me a little bit to know that the young audience base, and I hope this is just the young ones, because if you're an older person and you're acting like you're supporting these girls how you do, it scares me to know that you guys could. This brings me back to the whole rape gate on RHOA. it scares me that you guys are so into a show that the plot doesn't have any boundaries. The plot could be whatever. And your cop out is, oh, this is what they signed up for. I did not sign up to create a plot. I signed up to live my life.
Yes,
And
authentic
showcase my life
on
in front
camera.
of cameras.
Not sit here and have them go against my children.
If I would have known my child would have had to been subjected to the rumors you guys were going to
And
start,
then
I never would have
collateral
signed up.
damage. Yeah, I would have never signed up.
So it
And
does worry
honestly,
me. It worries me how the fans really just accept anything.
And I want to read
same.
a disgusting tweet from Candace before we.
Which one? Everyone
Yeah,
on her
all of them are disgusting.
It's one disgusting when she tweeted this morning. She said, "I will." Somebody tweeted, "I will pay money to hear what Mama Samuel has to say about season 5 Monique." Candace stated she has said it already. She told us who her daughter-in-law was 3 years ago.
Now she can't say she just doesn't ever look on Twitter because nobody tagged you.
All you do
You
is
had to go looking for this.
sit and tweet about Monique all day long. Candace, you are disgusting on Twitter. It's disgusting that you even trying to feed into anybody talking about Monique's mother-in-law. She told us who she was a long time. And she also got on camera and apologized directly to her and the family.
But if we talk about how Mama Dorothy feels about you,
did Mama Dorothy apologize for smacking you in the head with a purse? I don't think
she sure didn't. And when Mama Dorothy came on the reunion last year, she stated who Candace was. She said, "Y'all know how she likes to do." She was yelling, putting her finger all in my face, and she smacked her with the purse.
She actually said Candace is a drama queen, and Candace is extra, and that's the truth. That's what your mother said.
And what bugs me about it is I really actually like Candace, but it's like you got influenced so quickly, and this ego of yours
she became so unlikable so fast.
Like
I did like her too.
We were all on your side when you checked Giselle at that dinner table, but then you're just friends with Giselle out of nowhere.
And I really had 1 ounce of hope left, but it was all drained out this season. And I will say is I love my Black women and I support Black women. I was raised by Black women and Black women are amazing. And I would never tear down another Black woman, but I will say this. And get your cups ready. Candace, this is for you. You need not to worry about Monique's mother-in-law. You need not to worry about what Monique family got going on. What you need to worry about is your mental health. You are garbage. And that's the truth.
Very much so.
You want to go around calling, you're going to call Buffy Purcell, went online and called Buffy a secondhand mule, saying that she's garbage and trash. You're trash to even utter those words out of your mouth. You're disgusting. Talking to Black women, calling them roaches and hood rats, and have a nerve to talk about colorism.
But look at the words you're saying. You mad about the word aggressive. You mad about the word aggressive, but you calling people hood rats, roaches, concubines. She called Michael an overseer. Bitch, you ain't white.
I just want the Candace fans to understand that it's a revolving door with her. Like, she does the same thing that she deflects that she doesn't do. You say you don't care who's on whose side. You've attacked Buffy. You've attacked Portia. You've attacked everybody else who has defended Monique in a way that you didn't like. But the people who defended you, Monique ain't come for them. Monique didn't stalk them. Monique didn't do anything to them. But for some reason, every time somebody defends Monique, they're thirsty, they're reaching, they should be worried about that.
Yeah. And I got that much money. Thank you. I think she envies Monique in a way that Monique doesn't have to really struggle. Monique ain't struggling. She don't need this. This is not a primary source of income for her family. And
well, listen, I hope that whatever else Monique does, if she gets on TV again, God forbid she tells the people, I have 4 homes, because clearly that sets off everybody. But allegedly, this just came out today. Allegedly, Chris and Candace are living in Candace's mom's house. That's why the mom didn't have to pay for it because it's her house. That's allegedly now. I don't think that's true, but if it is, it just furthers the point of how I,
Well, I believe
I'm,
it's
I'm, I'm, I'm in shambles.
at all's house. That's what it says on the deed. At all. I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, loan
Potomac,
company.
Alone.
Potomac, thanks for the season, Potomac. I'm just ready to hear now paging Dr. Jackie, Dr. Simone,
Yes,
because at
Madison. I believe it's going to be a great season. I believe Potomac had a good season. And Andrea, you gotta go.
gotta go.
But Nini's lawsuit will get him out of here. So.
Honestly, I feel like Potomac gave us a great season this season. Um, the dynamics are clearly changing because some people are not returning, some people are not getting offered contracts. So, I I
Do
honestly
you
don't
think
know if I'm
Andy
going to be
really?
able to watch it
Do you think
because
Andy
of the one.
fucked up? Like,
Hmm,
do you believe like Andy thinks like, dang, Monique won't sign a contract? Maybe I messed up. Do you think he?
Andy doesn't care.
I don't think he cares.
I don't think he cares either.
I honestly don't think he cares.
It's the same thing with Nene. When Nene left, actually no, before Nene left, oh Nene's my fave. She calls me Buttercup, and we are just good Judies. As soon as Nene said she
But
was
soon
leaving,
as,
I haven't heard Andy
but
speak on
soon
her
as Nini
since.
said that she's struggling on the show, and these girls are literally making me the fucking villain every fucking side, every 5 minutes. Excuse my language, y'all. Every 5 minutes, and I really need you. I need your help. Can you talk to these girls for me? Can you do this? Oh, we can't help you. Oh no, Bravo won't help you. Blah blah. You sit on these shows. You get into altercations. We do this. They talk about my kids. They throwing me under the bus here. But when I really need you, I'm the problem. I feel like that's where this
It's
whole this whole bias thing is coming.
that's very much true because if everybody remembers season 10 of Roa, Andy was Kim's #1 fan until that reunion happened. Andy was all fine with Kikin on his show, on podcasts about Kim so great this, Kim so great that. Soon as the reunion happened and Kim really had to step in the fire and she's looking to Andy, well, there was nothing positive about your seat. I was like, stop the
I
bullshit, please.
Okay, I have to stop y'all there because while I do agree that he is being biased, some of these girls bring some of these situations upon themselves. Like for instance, what you just brought up with Kim. Kim said all this negative stuff on camera. And yeah, he came with her or whatever. And when she got to reunion, she was in the fire. And she was looking to him. But how can I help you when you have just said so much negative things about half of this cast and you're expecting them to not respond? And that's what
I
I've been saying about Nene. It may seem like a gang up because yeah, now everybody's responding at one time because y'all all are in one setting.
Mhm.
But at the same time, it's not really a gang up. You're on camera saying this stuff.
No, I'm speaking about behind the scenes. I'm speaking about them coming to production saying like, look, I want to sit with this one. I want to figure out what the real issue is. I want to meet with this person. I want to talk to this person just so I can feel better about this whole thing. That's why when I was watching Nini's live, I do agree. I do agree with you saying like, it's some things we knew it was bound to happen. I mean,
Yeah.
Kenya and Nene, they've been going at each other since the dawn of damn time.
Yeah.
Candy and Nene, they've been going at, they've been
Yeah. Oil and water.
so, but I'm saying like behind the scenes when I'm coming to production, I'm coming to Andy like, look, I'm in the island by myself. These girls don't want to have nothing to do with me. I don't know why. I want to sit and talk to them, and I'm telling you, it's affecting my mental health, and they won't help. Now, you don't. I didn't. I'm your queen. I'm the queen of RHOA. I'm your bestie. Nene is the one, but you can't help but bitch out. That's what I'm saying. Same with Monique. They can talk about my kids. They can do all this stuff, but I'm still wrong. And I'm the one
Yeah.
that apologize. It's the gas. You're supposed to be a host. You're supposed to uplift these women at the end of the day. Okay, you gaslight situation so they can argue. Cool, cool, cool. But
Yeah, that's a job, but
at the end of
yeah,
the day,
I
your
get
job
it.
is really to uplift
I get
these
what you're
women.
saying.
And you claim you gave them a platform. Well, uplift them. Don't tear them down on Mad Day. I believe that's what he's doing to Nene. You done lifted her up so high. When the moment she don't need her no more, bye.
That's what I was saying earlier. Like that's what
That's
he does.
I
He did it.
I kind of agree with that.
He did it with Kim, and I agree with Josh that Kim did it to herself. But as a boss, executive producer, talk show host, all the titles that this man has, it looks wrong and unprofessional when you lift these women and encourage them to do the stupid stuff they do, going back to
True.
Teresa. And then when a reunion happens, you just have to just try your best to eat at them. You can't eat at me when you helped me build. You can't do that because I can look at you and say, well, Andy, you ain't tell me this months ago. You ain't tell me I was wrong then. You waited till reunion happened because you felt like you're a part of the cast and you really just wanted to get your voice out. You didn't care about the fan questions. You cared about Andy's questions and comments.
I'm talking about act like this upper echelon, like it's so upper echelon. Please, they've been throwing bottles and wine glasses at the beginning of time. This is not the Brady Bunch. It is Housewives, honey.
Then y'all saying, oh, Monique's running. We kicked her out. She's been kicked out of better places.
Hello, and let's remember she doesn't need these little checks.
Yes, and if you gotta stand for something or fall for anything. And
And my thing is, it's not running. Anybody that's even with a regular job. Anybody, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm choosing my peace and my sanity over any job. I don't care how much you're paying me. But the check could be big, but if it's affecting my mental health and it's affecting my peace of mind,
if
I
I'm
don't need it.
and if none of these girls like me want to film with me, what's the point?
Yeah, what's the point of me being on the island by myself? Well, I'm just gonna keep filming with Aaron and Ashley, and not even that. Not even that they don't want to film with her. Those are some nasty ass women. I don't even want to be. I don't want to film with them.
That's what I'm saying. Like
They're disgusting.
I would not want to film with Turkey Neck and Wig. I would not want to film with Gobble Gobble and Wig.
And Crybaby.
Wait,
Post it.
you said turkey neck?
Yes, I would not want
Turkey
to film with
Neck.
Gobble Gobble and Chicken Tender Hair. I would not want to film with her. Like they sit up to disparaging my child, and then now they bringing husbands into it. Well, just have a
Exactly.
so goodbye. At this point, it's a wrap. Candace, grow up, and that's just that. It's just that simple. And I hope that new girl eat her ass alive. I'm
Yeah, I
praying.
heard there might be somebody new in the mix.
I'm praying
They
that they
need a new one, like
Candace up.
because
Yeah, I think we need a new girl.
I want her to be
if you bring Charisse, she's on Giselle's side. If you bring
Yeah, we need
well,
somebody that's gonna be coming in and kind of neutral to the
they
situation.
need to shake up. They need a wild card. They need a wild card.
Yeah.
They definitely need a wild card that's gonna come in and shake that shit up right quick.
Hmm.
well, when one door closes, the other one opens.
It
Potomac is
does.
done, but we still got the Atlanta girls to get through.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're down in Atlanta with Real Housewives and Married to Medicine.
yes.
So
So
Mhm.
we got more reviews coming. Make sure
yes.
y'all do go check out all about the tea, Monique and Portia page as well. And you check out Monique's new song "Drag Queens." The video and the song is out now. So make sure y'all go do that. And yeah, and I want Monique to keep doing music. I think she has really something special. I think she has talent, and I want her to do something. I want her to do an EP, maybe. Keep doing
Yeah.
more visuals and more videos, and keep it going. Start her own little shoot. Start her own talk YouTube thing.
Hmm.
Start her own thing.
Maybe she might get her own show
Well, I
because they
can't.
are the Samuels
I,
family is a very entertaining family. They are fun to watch.
They are.
I'm gonna leave y'all with this. I can't say too much, but it really isn't the last time Monique is gonna be on a big platform, and
Oh,
I'll leave it at that.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I agree, and I do think hopefully because I enjoyed her on Potomac, so I do hope that if they do ever, maybe after this season, if they really change the cast and it's not so one sided, I do hopefully maybe she will return, but time will tell. And if she doesn't want to return, I completely understand that as well. She had a great run.
She had a great run. So, y'all, we are signing out. We'll see y'all next week for Atlanta. Y'all keep us posted. Make sure y'all go check out our Instagram, the
Subscribe to our YouTube.
Shady Bunch 4, and please, thank you. Love you guys. Purr.
Purr.